What is up, guys? It's Fat Leo, and this is my first power rankings video ever. I'm doing it for Hive, Weedle, because North is lazy and unreliable, so I wanted to do it. I got bored. I'm like, alright, let's try a power ranking video. Everyone always wants power rankings, so I'm like, fine. So here it is, Weedle power rankings. I don't care about Cocoon or Beedrill, I'm not doing those. Just Weedle, just my boys. Only my boys. Not you. Weedle, Cocoon, or Thugs. Anyway, onto the power rankings. Alright, here we are, my friends. Weedle power rankings. This video, I've already been working on it for like 4 hours, I think, including research, making the all the graphics and stuff. Yeah, I just woke up and I felt like making a video, and everyone's asking for PRs, so I'm like, alright, fine, whatever. I'll make some power ranking videos for Weedle. Only Weedle, because I don't care about Cocoon and Beedrill. You guys take care of yourselves, man. No one takes care of us. No one cares about Weedle, and we don't care about you. Yeah, I probably don't speak for them, do I? Anyway, let's begin these power rankings. I've got some pages here. I have some notes. I have the Hive doc open. That's Photoshop. I don't know if that opened or not. But yeah, so I'm doing this a little bit similarly to how the GBA did it. You know, on the GBA official video, how they have just a few pages of ranks. I'm doing four per page because this was my first time doing anything like this, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do a clean 4 per page. It's gonna be easy. It'll be okay. So I have 4 pages. You'll see 4 pages, 4. So you need to see every 4 people on the screen at the same time. So a few things I want to establish before I really get into this is just wanted to make a few things here, a few cool little touches. So these GIFs that you see, GIFs, whatever. These GIFs you see are, I watched some games, not all of them in great detail because there are a lot of games. Like, I spent a while doing this and I did the best I could. And if you don't agree with me, then like, you obviously know the team better than me. So the idea of these Pokemon on the side is I just wanted to put a Pokemon there, like just to show which Pokemon they've been like having real success with, used well. And I just have one like that for everyone. So of course, like it is what I think that everyone had the most success with, which isn't necessarily the case because I don't know everyone's game plan and everything as well as they themselves know it, right? This is only from what I could see from replays, from like super quick scouting, because I watched every single game. I watched every game of Weedle, like just now as I'm making this. So it's a lot of information to process, and I just put what I thought was the best Pokemon. If you know, it's not really a big deal. It's just a touch. Thought it would be interesting. So let's start off with Keegan. I'm doing names also as well instead of like I'm doing people names instead of team names and logos and stuff because not everyone has a logo. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna bother with this. I'm just gonna put team names or player names. So I didn't mention that this is Weedle power rankings. I should probably do that in the title. Okay, so we've got Keegan. We're starting off with Keegan. Dude is 0-4, and I watched. I watched his games, and I don't remember the exact details, but he lost 5-0, and then he lost 5-0, and then he lost 5-0, if I'm not mistaken, or either that or he lost 6-0, then 4-0, then 5-0. And then he had a 3-point forfeit loss, right? So he forfeited against Rio. I'm not sure why. They never played. I think Rio messaged him and he never got back to him. So Keegan is taking this forfeit, and he's 0-4, minus 18. Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than the fact that he's been using his Hoopa kind of well. Like Hoopa's played. I actually have the information right here on the doc somewhere. What is he? What's his team name? Jeez. What the hell is this guy's name? Who am I even talking about right now? Keegan. Okay, Keegan's team name is Zygardians? No. Keegan is Flygons. Where's Flygons? Flygon. Oh, I was already on Keegan. Yeah, so you got, wait, this guy doesn't even have Hoopa? Wait, I'm not on Keegan. I'm on Dougal. Wait. I'm on Keegan? Does Keegan not have Hoopa? Oh my god, who has Hoopa? It's Dougal, isn't it? No. Keegan dropped Hoopa? Yeah, that's what happened. Oh my god. Okay, so Keegan dropped Hoopa. So that's why he doesn't have it anymore. But it was just hard to pick what Keegan was doing well, if I'm honest. Yeah, just moving on. Moving on. Next we got Marcus, who's also 0-4, and the thing is, my notes say for Marcus, I don't have any notes, so I don't really know much to say. All I know really about Marcus is he's minus 15 after 4 games. I know he played against me, and I beat him. Actually, so in the game against me, his Kang didn't get any kills, but if I'm not mistaken, his Mega Kang has like 4 or 5 kills or something. Let's see, we got Marcus. Yeah, Marcus. So that's Baldors. No. Wait. So we got Marcus. Marcus has normal Kang. Yeah, and normal Kang has 2 kills for him. And it's been coming into games and clicking fake out, getting a little bit of chip off. I think it's been his most effective Pokemon. I do remember that. Yeah, like, so he brought it to 3 games and it has 2 kills. Normal Kang. No. He brought, how many games did he even bring Kang to? Kang Kang's played 2 games and has 2 kills. Just comes in, clicks fake out, does a bit of chip, leaves, maybe clicks a return. So I think he's been using Kang really well, surprisingly. Kill per game, that's pretty good compared to the rest of his team, which, I mean, he doesn't have many kills at all, but Kang's doing the best for him, right? So that's why I've got this guy, Marcus, 0-4. You know, I have him at 15th. I think it makes sense. Next, we have Matt, who's also 0-4. The thing with Matt, though, is he's been playing his Kang pretty well. So here's the thing. So against me, I'm getting all this confused because, like I said, like, this looks really sloppy, but I literally watched every single Weedle game before I did this. So if my memory is not perfect in what I remember, I just watched 4 or 5 weeks of battles, every single one. So that's my excuse. So next we got Matt, who's in 14th place, and my notes say I don't have any notes, comma, Kang no kills v me but 5 and 3. Basically, what that means is Kangaskhan didn't get any kills against me, but he has 5 kills in total. So that means he got the 5 kills in the 3 other games. So Matt's definitely been using Kangaskhan, his Mega Kangaskhan, pretty well, pretty threatening. Is it positive though? Oh no, I guess it is. It positive actually in differential. Matt, where's Matt? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's whatever. He's been using it well. Next we got Dell, who's 1-3, and the thing with Dell is his record, I think, is a little unkind to him. I feel he's performed better. So week 1 he got swept by Bill's Stack Attacko. I don't know how Stack Attacko sweeps. I don't know what it does, but it swept him. I remember that. He got 6-0'd by Stack Attacko. Then he beat me week 3. So the way when he beat me, he won a speed tie with his Ditto, which was very crucial to him winning the game. It was pretty much a situation where if he won the speed tie, he'd win the game. If I won the speed tie, I'd win the game. And it was like a turn 1 speed tie or something. It's complicated. Like, I could get into it in another video, but he brought non-Scarf Ditto, and I assumed the Scarf. But because he won a speed tie, he was able to do a lot of work to my team, and he has played his Ditto really, really well. His Ditto has 4 kills, including essentially just changing the game against me. Like, his Ditto completely won him the game against me. That Ditto, that speed tie, that non-Scarf Ditto, it was just, he executed it really well. What he had against me in week 3 was, I was in with Mamo, he was in with, I led Mamo, he led Ditto. He quaked, outspeeding me, but he wasn't Scarf, so it was a speed tie. So he quaked, and I don't know what I did. I either set rocks or I quaked. And then, yeah, he quaked. Yeah, he quaked, so Mamo was dying. So I'm like, okay, do I click Icicle Crash? Or no, I'm like, is he going to click Icicle Crash? Nah, he's probably Scarfed. So I go to Chestnut because he outsped me, and he clicks Icicle Crash, pops my Yatch Berry, and drops my Chestnut. Or Icicle Spear, I don't remember what he clicked. And he drops me to a point where I can't wall Diggersby, and Diggersby eventually kills 2 of my Pokemon and kills my Hazard Remover. and I eventually lost to rocks. So like, you can see that that Ditto was really good for him, and he's been using it well. 4 kills with that Ditto. He played a really close game. Not a really close game, but he played a close game against Bill. So Dell's been, not Bill, rather, Dilwar, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's really hard to keep track of all these games. Week 4, he played Dilwar. Also, yeah, like, I'm doing PRs week 4. I think that's a good place to start, honestly. Let the league stabilize a little bit and then start power rankings. I don't think that's too bad an idea, but I'm gonna be like remembering and thinking about games from like a month ago, so it's gonna be a little difficult for me. But yeah, so we got Dell. I think Dell at 13th. I think Dell will move up. I think Dell will pick up his game because he seems better than 1 and 3 to me. Next we got Dougal, who's 1 and 3 minus 9. Oh my god! Now this guy, Dougal's 1 and 3. Again, his record is unkind to him. He's not 1 and 3 bad. He's been pretty unlucky. There was one game where he was hacked out against Leo. He essentially had a Quiver Dance sweeping Volcarona, and he was going to take Leo out. He was going to sweep Leo, but Leo paralyzed him, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how, but Keegan ended up getting like 5 full paras, or 3 or 4 or whatever, in a case where had he not got like one of them, he would have swept Leo with Volcarona. So he took a loss because of like really unfortunate para hacks. And oh wait, I've moved on to Dougal. So what I'm going to do now is actually close off Ditto, Kang, Mega Kang, and Hoopa. I'm going to put on Dougal, Snivy, Rio, Cat. Now we also have, since we're talking about Dougal right now, I'm going to put on the Latias, because that is his most effective Pokemon, by far. It has 6 kills. Let me just check. Zygardians. It has 4 kills. However, there's a game Dougal was playing Rio, and I think Dougal completely choked in this game, if I'm being honest. But he choked it away, but then I think Rio choked it away as well. And what he was able, he essentially set up Subcom Mind Lottie on Victini when he was down 3. He was down 3-1, so he had 1 Pokemon left, and Rio had 3. Rio has Victini in, and Dougal's got Lottie, so he sets up Subcom Mind, and he eventually sweeps Rio. So that was his 1 win. So I think that plus the win that he would have got against Leo would have been pretty significant. So again, I think Dougal's on the way up. He was pretty unlucky against Leo. I think he's going to be playing better than this. Better than 1 and 3. I don't think this record is going to last too long with him. Next we have Snivy. Gold Leaf Snivy. I put him next at 2 and 3. I think it makes total sense. Now you'll see Cat is actually above Rio and Snivy at 1 and 3, whereas the other 2 are 2 or 3. I'll explain it. I think it'll make a lot of sense. I think it'll make total sense. So again, I guess I also could have put Dougal higher. The thing is, when Dougal plays week 5, for some reason I feel like he's gonna win. So he's gonna be 2 and 3. I'm doing this in the middle. I'm doing this at a time when week 5 got extended to March Madness. Well, because of March Madness. So we have 2 weeks for week 5. So some guys have 5 battles done, some guys have 4. It's not ideal, but this isn't standings. It's power rankings. So they can have uneven games. It doesn't necessarily matter. So yeah, Snivy. So we'll get on to Snivy. Snivy played week 1 against me. He lost 4-0 in that one. Week 2, I'm not 100% sure I remember, man, but I have some notes. He beat Bill in week 5. So yeah, he played Bill week 5, and he put on a show with Haxorus. At some point in the mid game, he was down like 6-3, I think, and he brought in Haxorus, D-danced, killed a bunch of stuff. I think he killed 3 Pokemon, including a Z move, and then he basically weakened his whole team. He weakened Bill's whole team to the point where the entirety of Bill's team, the 3 remaining Pokemon, died to Snivy's Crobat. So at the end, it was Crobat versus 3 of Bill's Pokemon, but Crobat is faster and took out all of them. So Snivy was able to pick up that 1-0 because of his mid-game Zygarde destruction. And, not Zygarde, jeez, Haxorus. So I put Haxorus over here because Snivy has been using him well. 5 games, or Snivy's played 5 weeks. I don't know if Haxorus has come up every time, but he has 7 kills. So and help him beat Bill. If he didn't beat Bill, he'd be 1-4 and he'd be in dire shape. Now he's 2-3 because of Haxorus. He beat Bill, and he is in good position. Let me actually check if Snivvy's in a playoff spot as we speak. So first is me, second is Bill, third is TDG. So the last spot is currently held by Rio, but he has the same record as Snivy. So I think the final spot, because I think it's going to be me and Bill, and then TDG is going to grab the next one, and I think the final spot will be between Snivy and Rio, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. That's just a prediction. So we have Snivy and Rio right beside each other. You could literally put them in any order because Snivy beat Rio, but they have the same record. So it's, it could be either one of them. It doesn't really matter. Snivy beat Rio, or did Rio beat Snivy? I don't even remember. I think Snivy beat Rio, right? Snivy beat Rio and Bill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Snivy beat Rio and Bill. So we've got Rio just above Snivy. Same record. I put Tapu Koko there. It was a lot harder to pick like who Rio was doing well with, because if you look at his games, Victini does a lot of work. Though Victini got set up on. Yeah, you know what? I think it's probably Coco. He's probably been doing really well with Coco. He's good with Aggron too. He's been doing really well with Aggron. Getting a lot of kills, setting up curses and stuff. Surprising people. Not the sets people think. Just curses up and heavy slams and avalanches things and stuff. Like I remember he killed, with his Aggron, he killed a Lando T, Snivy's Lando T, who went for Grandinium Z, I think, and killed him with an avalanche. So his Aggron is designed to, he uses it as an offensive Pokemon, but the only problem with that, I think, is that Aggron is just too slow, and once people see that you bring the same sets and stuff, they start to take advantage of it, like I did. Like I brought Regigigas to psych up on Curse Reggie, or no, on Curse Aggron to take advantage of it, and yeah. So I've got Rio in the same place as Snivy, basically 2 and 3. They both lost to me. They lost to each other. I haven't played Dougal. I haven't played Cat on this page. So yeah, they're around the same. Next. Oh yeah, and I put Coco there because I find he's been using Coco really well. It's got some Z moves. He used Work Up once. I think he used Calm Mind. I think he used Scarf once. So he's just pretty versatile with Coco. Just gets it to do whatever he needs it to do. Now next we got Cat, and Cat's Pokemon I think is pretty cool. Zygarde. So you can see a lot of dragons here. On the previous page we had Ditto, Kang, Mega Kang, and Hoop Unbound. So okay, no dragons that time, but a lot of dragons on this page. So Cat. Thing is, what I want to say about Cat is Cat should absolutely be 3-1, no doubt about it. He lost a game to Damos in which he had missed a Hurricane, which would have killed Weezing with a double speed +1 or something, or 2. Like he had totally set up Oricorio, and he had Hurricane and he had double speed, and he missed it on the Weezing. He missed the Hurricane on the Weezing. Weezing hits him with a Sludge Bomb, poisons him. So the next turn he hits a Hurricane and he dies to Life Orb and Poison. So he would have had another chance to hit someone, though Damos would have brought out Metagross to Bullet Punch, but that's not the only thing. So there's that, the missing the Hurricane. He had to take all that. Actually, Bullet Punch wouldn't have even killed Oricorio because if he hadn't missed the Hurricane, Damos would not have got the damage off to put it in range of Bullet Punch. So there's that Oricorio lost. At the end game, Damos had Shucka Metagross, Palosand. Yeah, Shucka Metagross and Palosand. And Cat had Cobalion, Zygarde, and something else that's not really relevant. Mega Aerodactyl, I think it was. Cat sets up DD with, so he's got Cobalion in on that castle, Palosand. Goes for Zen Headbutt, misses Zen Headbutt, sets up on it with Zygarde, uses Devastating Drake, drops it to 14%, and the Zen Headbutt from the Cobalion would have done that 14%. So Cat You know, maybe he lost to the poison, maybe he lost to the hurricane miss, maybe he lost to the Zen headbutt miss, you know. But all three of those things combined, maybe he wouldn't have even, maybe he would have still lost if none of those things happened. I'm not sure. I haven't really like evaluated the game that closely, but Cat has been unlucky. He should have beat Damos. Next, Cat should be 3-1, right? Not 2-2. He should have also beat Dilwar. What happened in the game against Dilwar? Where is that game? I'm actually going to pull that one up so I can reference it because I forgot what happened. Wall breakers? No, that's Leo. Alright, so what happened in that game? Where's that Cat? Pallet Town Pigeons. You know what? Better idea. Cat. Yeah, there you go. So how did he lose to Dilwar? Oh my god, yeah, I remember how he lost to Dilwar. So what happened was, at some point, when Dilwar was playing Cat, Dilwar was in with Avalog, who didn't have Earthquake, and Cat was in with Cobalion, and he set up dual dance, so SD and agility. Or wait, hold on, was it agility? What's the yeah, rock polish. Okay, yeah, rock polish. So that's what it was. So we set up a rock polish and an SD, and he clicked close combat, didn't kill the Avalog, and got hit with an avalanche, which only did 27. But what it did is, I think it put him into range of an attack from Thunderous, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Cobalion was at 60% the next turn, right? And he had already set up, and the opponent had so Dilwar had Lopunny at 50% and Tangrowth, who couldn't really do anything to Cobalion. So he just straight up won if he got the dual dance off, right? So he gets it off on the Avalog, kills the Avalog, Thunderous comes in. Cobalion's at 60%, right? 60%. And Thunderous hits him with a Thunderbolt. How did Thunderous hit him with a Thunderbolt if he was Rock Polish, you ask? Well, he missed Stone Edge on Thunderous. So in case you guys don't know, Thunderous always dodges Stone Edge. So don't ever try to hit it with a Stone Edge. You're going to miss. So essentially, Cat would have had a sweep against the only other undefeated guy. So Dilwar and Damos are both undefeated, and Cat would have beat them both if he didn't... well, right here, if he didn't... What was it? If he didn't miss Stone Edge. And Stone Edge was the only coverage move for Thunderous. Thunderous was at max, so he had to hit it with Stone Edge. So, yeah, Cat got robbed second, I think 2 weeks in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not in a row, but Cat got robbed again. So, yeah, I think this guy should have been 3-1. So I have him listed... where do I have Cat? 9th, yeah. So I have him 9th. I put him higher, above TDG, who's next, but he didn't actually... He didn't win, you know. TDG did win. TDG does have the 3-1 record. Cat does not. So I'm gonna keep him lower. I think Cat might be better than TDG, but so far within the power rankings, I'm having him 9th. All right, now we'll move on to the next page. We got TDG, ABP, Bill, and Rose. So for TDG, this guy's been playing well. He's just bringing like heat sets. He brought, man, like week 2 or something. I can't remember who he played against. Somebody with a Kartana, or does he have Kartana? Maybe he has Kartana and someone had Scizor. Anyway, he brought like Specs, HP Fire, Kartana or something, and he killed off Scizor, and it was pretty sweet. He, I can't remember what his loss was. I think he lost to Snivy, and so then that means Rio beat Snivy. I don't know. It's so complicated, but TDG has only lost 1 game, and to who? Where's TDG? Lost to... He lost to Cat, actually. TDG lost to Cat. Cat actually smacked him, if I'm not mistaken. How did this game end? 5-0, right? No, it was a 4-0, yeah. Cat beat TDG 4-0. Didn't really have a chance, but honestly, like, TDG got smoked by Cat, and he beat the other guys that he played pretty... Not like super comfortably, but relatively comfortably. Week 3, he played a 1-0, but other than that, he has a 4-0 and a 4-0, so... and a 3-0. So okay, so TDG has. Oh wait, I'm looking at me. TDG won 2-0, lost 4-0, won 5-0, and won 3-0. So, or 2-0. So he's, he's not struggling to win games. He's getting by. I think 3-1 is it's a good place for him. He might move up. We'll see once he plays some better players. I couldn't put him above AVP because AVP beat really good players. And not above Bill either because, although maybe I could have put him above Bill. But the thing is, I think we're all kidding ourselves if anyone says TDG is better than Bill. So one loss from Bill, I don't think it means he's out of form. Just because he's one loss behind TDG doesn't mean he's out of form necessarily. I could understand why putting TDG over Bill or ABP because he only lost once. But I don't think this really matters too much. And once you realize that the players that Bill's probably not gonna be only one win above 500. You know what I mean? At the end of the season, TDG. I guess I'm giving Bill the benefit of the doubt here. So. AVP, I mean, we all know AVP is good, I guess, ish. Kidding. Did I just say AVP is good? Anyway, we got TDG. That's all I'm going to really say about TDG, except for the fact that he's been able to use Lando really well. Just Earth Power, Earthquake, Rocks, Knock, U-Turn, Scarfs. He's just doing work with it. He's played 4 games and it has 6 kills. So that's pretty good because nobody uses Lando anymore, and TDG's actually using it pretty well. Now we got ABP, and I want to talk about ABP because I actually have a few pretty interesting things to mention about him. So, ABP has had the toughest, or maybe not ABP alone, but all the guys on the left side of the, not in my conference, they all have really tough games because it's ABP, Rose. So if you look at this top 6, you'll see more, but just look at, let me tell you, it'll be Damos, Dilwar, me, Leo, Rose, Bill, ABP. So that top 7, only in that top 7, 5 of us are, or 2 of us are on one side in one conference, and the other 5 are in the other. So Damos, Dilwar, Leo, Rose, and ABP are all 5 of them are in the same conference, and only 4 make it. So one of them is going to drop out. One of those guys is dropping out, and I don't think it'll be AVP because AVP has been building pretty nicely. He has some really creative stuff. His Heracross usage has been great. So I think he brought it 4 out of 5 times. It has 6 kills, I believe, and 5 kills. I think it has 5 kills, and I think he's used 3 different sets, or 2 different sets. I think he's used Flame Orb, Guts. I mean, I know he has. I think I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Flame Orb Guts, which just destroys it. I saw him 2-hit KO at Togetic with like return or something like that. It was ridiculous, and pretty unstoppable. He's got 5 kills with Heracross, like people. And then once he even led with it against Excelgor. He led Scarf Heracross against Excelgor. Now that I think about that, that doesn't make any sense because that must have been some pretty bad speed creeping. Wait, how fast is Heracross? I don't know. Maybe what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. But he rock blasted the Heracross. I think he was scarfed. I think I think that other Pokemon, that other dude didn't speed creep properly or whatever, and he killed him with Rock Blast, didn't he? But bypassed the Focus Sash and everything. And the thing is with AVP, he's only lost to Dilwar and Damos, so the 2 undefeated guys. So he's undefeated against everyone that isn't undefeated. So AVP is only, what is it, 7th, but that's because of his record. I think he's probably going to climb. Next we got Bill. And honestly, I don't know anything about Bill. I first found out about Bill when I joined PBA, or not PBA, the Weedle this season. Like, I didn't know who Bill was until now. Apparently he's good, so, I mean, he's 3-2, so I guess he's pretty good. Week 1, he started off with a 6-0 by getting a Stack Attack sweep on Dell. That was pretty cool. Then he, Bill. Then he, I think he went 3-1. He went 2-1. So I think he lost week 3, the same week I lost. Yeah, he lost before I played, and then I lost, and I couldn't make ground on him, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it went. But yeah, Bill's been playing well. He lost to he lost to Snivy, and I think it was kind of a choke. Maybe not necessarily a choke, but he seemed to not take Zygarde. Jesus, he seemed to not take. Jeez, what's that Pokemon called? Haxorus. He seemed to not take Haxorus very seriously. It just destroyed 3 of his Pokemon, and then in how he was dealing with Haxorus, he sacked all of his ways to deal with Crobat. I don't know if there was any way around that, if Snivy set it up so that there was just no way out of it for Bill, but if there was a way out of it, that was really, really bad execution at the end, because he was up like 6-3 or something, and he essentially got beat by 2 Pokemon. And yeah, maybe there was nothing he could have done. Maybe Snivy just put everything into place. But if there was something he could have done, that was really poor execution. So I'm gonna keep him. Why do I have him above ABP? I don't even think I agree with that. Yeah, like I don't even think I agree with that. I'd actually put ABP above Bill now if I could change this, but now that I think about it, Bill was not very impressive in his loss to Snivy, and ABP was, even though he's losing, he's only lost to the 2 best guys. So I'd say okay, it might say Bill over ABP, but I'm saying ABP over Bill. ABP 6th, Bill 7th. I'm changing it last minute like this if that's possible. And also happened to get so Stack Attack is sweep week 1, right? Week 2 he won 4-0 and got a 5-0, and he swept 5 Pokemon with Scarf Crook. Yeah, so this man's differential went to +10 in 2 weeks. It's pretty powerful. Yeah, and Crook has 9 kills too, so watch out for that. This man is not a joke with Crook. I think he had that 5 Pokemon sweep, and then he killed 2 Pokemon with Scarf Crook as well in another game, and then he probably picked up some random kills here and there. Next we got Rose, and I put Rose 5th because he only has 1 loss. Been playing pretty clean. Well, who did he lose to? And I don't know or care who he lost to. And when I say I don't know or care who he lost to, usually I end up checking who he lost to. So what's his name? Rose Raiders. Games lost. Let's see. Schedule. So Rose Raiders. Ducklets. No, I beat the Ducklets. Rose Raiders. Garchomps beat the Garchomps. So we lost to ABP last week. So now that I think about it, I actually should have put ABP 4th since he lost. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna drop. I dropped Bill and Rose, and ABP is truly the 5th spot in my eyes. But Rose has been clean, not a lot of hacks. He's been using Beedrill well. He only brought it to 2 games, and it got 5 kills. So yeah, I mean, I don't really. Rose doesn't talk much, so I don't know. I have little less to say about him. All right, you guys ready for the final 4? Let's do it. So we got Leo, me, Dilwar, and Damos. So Leo's 3-1. He got slapped by ABP week 1, so he lost 4-0. But ever since then, he's been consistent, and I think his differential is +8 right now. So that would mean that he had to have won 4-0 each week. So I mean, that's pretty good. So that's why Leo's climbing. Leo's 3-1. That's why he's under me. I'm 4-1. I think that just makes sense. Like, I think that just makes sense. Yeah, Leo's 3-1, super clean. His Keldio's been doing a lot of work on this winning streak though, because it has 9 or 7 kills. How many? Oh man, how many kills does this thing have? Let me check. Wall breakers. 7 kills. So he's been using Z moves on it. Calm Mind. It's been pretty useful. And Keldeo is like a Pokemon that nobody liked. No one really used it in Gen 6 draft leagues because it was weak. But I guess with Z moves now it's pretty good, and Leo's using it well. So I was thinking about putting Mega Manectric on here as the Pokemon, because that's like, if anything, that's a more important Pokemon for Leo, because Leo always drafts Mega Man, and it is like his glue Pokemon. He just uses it just better than Leo just knows how to use Mega Man. But I guess it was a split between Keldeo and Mega Man. They're both pretty useful. Leo used them pretty well. Didn't really have any difficult games yet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Who did Leo play? What's Leo's name again? Wallbreakers. Yeah, he played ABP and he got smashed by ABP. He beat Cat. He actually 6-0'd Cat. Oh wow, he 6-0'd Cat. He beat Keegan. Not sure what the score was. And he beat Dougal. If he played Dougal. I don't know if he even played Dougal. I don't know if Dougal even played. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong information anyway, but Mexico City Wallbreakers. Yeah, he should have played Dougal, and I think he beat Dougal. So, yeah, Leo's just cleaning up his division. His only tough game was ABP, and he got smashed, so that's why I'm not convinced that Leo's gonna climb, but it's early, so, you know, he could. Anything can happen. Next, we got me. I put myself third. I think it's pretty... I think it makes sense. I'm third in the league, like, standing-wise, so if you put everyone's records and differentials together in like, a line, or like a table, I'm third, so third in power ranking seems fair. I also have the easiest schedule, I think, out of everyone. Like me and us on the right, like me and Bill, we have it pretty easy because we do not play like ABP and them, Rose, Damos, Dilwar. It's a bloodbath on that side, and here I think me and Bill are making it through for sure. But I don't know. How do I talk about myself? Why am I the reason I'm third and not 1 or 2 is because I've lost the game. Week 1 I won 4-0. What did I do week 2? Week 2 I also won 4-0. Week 3 I lost 1-0 to Dell. Week 5 week 4. Oh, week 4 I beat Marcus 3-0 or 4-0 or 2-0. I don't remember. And then I beat Rio 1-0. Yeah, so like it's not. So the guys I played, I don't know if I've played anyone in a playoff spot yet. So if you look at the league standings, I played the Resharams, the Boldor Flash, the Garchomps, the Ducklets. So I have 4 players that are I played 4 teams that are out of a playoff spot, and the only one I played within the playoff spot is Rio. So I played 1 person right on the fence of the playoffs and 4 non-playoff players. So I've had a pretty easy record. I guess I took care of it for the most part, but yeah, that's it. I put Mega Gallade here because I have like 10 kills with it. My team is basically like Klefki sets spikes and everyone just weakens everything, and then Gallade comes in and kills everything. That's basically what my team is. That's basically what I do. Next we got Dilwar, who's 4-0. Dilwar should be 3-1 because he hacks Cat because that Stone Edge miss. And the thing is, some hacks are totally deserved. Like if you bring Tornadus T and you're playing against a good player and you know full well that it could go down to the last turn of you hitting a Hurricane, and you bring Tornadus, knowing full well that you're gonna have to gamble on hitting Hurricane, and then if at the end of the game it comes time for you to hit a Hurricane and you miss the Hurricane, I'm like, honestly, you're dumb. You shouldn't have put yourself in that position. But with things like Stone Edge coverage for Thunderous, you can't not run Stone Edge. Like, you can't not run it. Cobalion doesn't have anything else for Thunderous. Maybe he gets Rock Slide, I don't know. But running Rock Slide over Stone Edge is stupid anyway. But wait, what am I saying? Dilwar. Yeah, Dilwar dodged Stone Edge and got a lucky win against Cat. It would have been punished for that setup fodder Avalok. Like, didn't even have Earthquake. It was pretty dangerous for him to bring. But I still have him ahead of me. Yeah, whatever. He didn't lose. I did, after all, lose a game. So, other than that, he has like 10 kills with Lopunny or something. The same amount as I have with Gallade. So he's just been tearing it up with this Pokemon. I don't really have much to say. The wins have been pretty clean, except for that Cat one. No big deal. Dilwar, Damos, and Leo have not played each other yet, which is why I don't have that much to talk about yet between these guys. But this will all be shifting once Leo and Damos and Dilwar play each other. And then we have you know what? Now that I think about it, ABP could even have taken the 4th spot. Even. Yeah, because like I have ABP at 7, but I could have had him at 7, 6, 5, or 4. ABP could have been anywhere there because there's an argument to be made about for every one of those spots. I think. I do not think there's an argument to be made for him to be above me because A, he's lost twice. B, the only reason I'm putting him above Leo is because he beat Leo actually. So it's not to say that he can never be above me. It's just at this moment in time there's no reason to put him above me. You know what I mean? So above Leo maybe because he beat Leo, and yeah, if the other spots maybe as well. Then we got, so let's get to Damos, and this guy is just 5-0, and it's basically just been straight domination, except for the game he hacked against Cat. He is 5-0. I don't even know what his differential is. His differential on the doc says plus 13, but it says he only played 3 games. Now I don't know if his differential is plus 13 with all 5 games counted, or if it's plus 13 with 3 games counted, and then the extra 2 games give him even higher differential. I don't know what it is, but it's already the highest differential in the league, even whether it's updated or not. So Damos has just been cooking. The man just brings like Zardex and stuff. Yeah, just blows things away. Zardex only has like 5 or 4 kills. It's not that much. I mean, Damos has used this team pretty well balanced. Used every Pokemon, I think. Like if you go on his thing, games played, the only one who hasn't played a game is Snorlax, which is actually really weird. Tarax only played 1 game apparently. I don't know. This stuff, I think Damos' stats are kind of bugged, so I can't really check him out. But he is playing well. His Metagross has like 6 kills. He's just bringing the right set every game. Brings rocks, or sometimes he doesn't bring rocks, but he brings offensive to check Venu, for example, to beat the Togetic. Like, I don't know. He's just brought the perfect Metagross setting. It sets up rocks, it walls whatever he wants, it gets 6 kills. Like, Damos has been playing really well. Because he's played more games, there's no way Damos is not at the top. Damos absolutely deserves to be at the top over Dilwar, because Dilwar they both should have lost, but Damos has played 1 extra game, and he's looked a lot. I think he's looked a lot better in his games than Dilwar has. If I'm honest, I think, well, looking at it, it seems to me Damos is a better player than Dilwar. Again, it's just maybe he's just playing really well right now, and he's about to fall off or something, and Dilwar's the true god. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it is. Damos at the top. Damos, Dilwar, Celine Leo. And turn off these gifs, and yeah, what do we have? So we got number 1 Damos, then Dilwar, me, Leo. Next you got Rose, Bill, ABP again, who could be in a huge range of places. I also know about ABP's situation because I talked to him about it. Talked to him about his Weedle situation like yesterday or something, and I didn't really talk to a lot of these guys. Like I said, I did all this video took me forever to make it. It's not even over yet, but I was doing a lot of research, but ABP's one of the few that I actually had to, like, I actually talked to him about the games and stuff. Like I haven't talked to Bill. I talked to TDG, but I haven't talked to Rose really. Damos I haven't talked to really. Dilwar no. Leo obviously I talked to Leo, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, ABP could be anywhere, man. And you got TDG again. I think TDG can climb. He should just play that 4th game, because if he goes 4-1, this man's flying up. So then we got Cat, who I think is going to be much better than 1 and 3. I think Cat's going to do better. He's been getting hacks. Rio and Snivy. I think it seems to me like the last playoff spot will be between Rio and Snivy. Dougal can't make it because Dougal's too far behind, and he's in the loaded division. I mean, man, Dougal, if you end up like 7-3 and make playoffs, great. Prove me wrong. Like, I hope so, but I don't think it's likely at this point that it happens. But Snivy and Rio, it looks to me like they're going to be fighting for the last playoff spot. So yeah, Cat, Rio, Snivy, Dougal, and then the final guys, Del, Matt, Marcus, Keegan. Honestly, Keegan, Marcus, and Matt look like they're bottom dwellers, and they look like they're going to stay there to me. But Del, I don't know, but Del doesn't look too bad to me. Maybe I'm biased because he beat me. But yeah. Anyway, that's that. Those are the power rankings. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually really enjoyed this. Just slap all these gifts on, all of them, every single one. Yeah, yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, Fat Leo out.